Working as intended.
Hey, I think I made the 15,000. There's gonna be so much overtime, except there's not. I don't know how much more Alice love I have to get. Western food is popular. Just a bit more, so it's just a bit more overtime. Tonight's only Scarlet Double Mansion, though. Pay 15,000 back. How much do I have? 240,000. Pajamas. Telly prevention. Hi, Yamame. Miss Yamame, are you working as an idol in the underworld? Huh? I don't? You really don't? But you're so popular in the underworld. I'm not too sure about that, although it's true everyone in the underworld treats me very well, especially the other Tsuchigumo. They care for me a lot. That's because you're cheerful and very easy to get along with. You're just like a ray of sunshine in the underworld. That's a bit out of proportion. It's true every time I talk to you, my day always becomes better. To be honest, most yokai in the underworld don't have a very healthy mindset. I'm always worried that I'd accidentally upset them. Almost everyone here had to endure hardships and suffer through injustice to arrive at this place with no sun or sky. Even if they act high and mighty on the surface, deep down they all have things they wish to forget about. Yet, by always trying to sidestep the issue, you're actually reminding them of the thorns in their hearts. Then is there something I can do? Well, you can get along with people in the underworld the same way you get along with people on the surface. But we underground yokai aren't as weak as you think we are. Just be genuine when you talk to them and you won't have to worry much. I'll still do my best to follow your example. If I remember correctly, you often share your life with other yokai in the underworld, right? Yep, I really love to share. I want us to experience everything that makes me feel happy. As long as something you recommend, no matter what it is, it'll start trending in the underworld. Yep, I feel blessed to have the things I love become known and liked by others. Well, what is it? I mean, the stuff you love is a bit... What are you hesitating for? You can just say it out loud. The other day I saw you sharing tips on how to braid and dye hair with the other Tsuchigumo. Isn't that just the cutest? Cute? Well, at least it's twice as effective at deterring humans from trespassing into the blowhole. Also, the fruit pie with fish head that's been trending recently seems to have originated from you as well. You mean the ceiling longing pie? The ceiling longing pie? A fish sticks its head out of the fruit pie as if it were looking at the underworld ceiling. Doesn't that just feel romantic? All I can feel is its despair. Your imagination is lacking, Mystia. You should watch The Little Mermaid. Is it really an issue with me? Well, it is pretty popular in the underworld. I'm going to try making it as well. I'm sure you'll get it if you just make it yourself. Maybe it'll even bring you closer to the underworld's yokai. In that case, I guess I'll give it a try. Ceiling longing pie. I think I want to work on getting your love points up. I think your next one has the sour tag that I can add and get the Palace of the Earth Spirits. Miss Yuugi, was there a banquet in the former capital last night? Oh, did you attend as well? I know even if I didn't attend, even after business ended, I could hear the sounds of celebration. Apologies then, this place ain't one for order. Naturally rose from the surface like lowering the volume at night ain't followed here. It's fine, after all, nighttime's the most exciting time for us yokai. That's right, compared to the surface, nighttime in the underworld's way more interesting. I heard some customers talk about the Oni holding a grand objects competition. What's that? Grand objects means super huge objects, like a giant wine glass, giant mace, or even giant shoes. That sounds kind of interesting, but all the examples you gave don't seem to have any correlation. What do you use to determine the winner? We don't use nothing. Anything goes as long as it's out of the ordinary. Anything goes, then how are we supposed to compete? The underworld has no rules. If only you say you're the winner, then you're the winner. The same goes for the bizarre cooking competition as well. I really don't get the events in the underworld. You just have to participate in one then. I can participate in the grand object competition? Of course you can. Everyone's welcome in an Oni's event. Then I'll have to mull over what would be best to use for the competition. Since you're from the surface, how about you show us what kind of extraordinary objects the surface has? A surface? Okay, I'll start looking for one right now. Please take a look at me. Look at it for me when I do find one. Go on now. What do I have to snag for you? Radish, pumpkin, trout, pork. Monsieur, can you tell me if these items I found are okay? What's with all this junk? Look at this, it's the biggest radish in my patch, and this pumpkin too, and this is fish I got the best fisherman in the village to catch it for me. It reaches up to 1 meter in length. These are things you're using for the grand objects competition? How about it? Personally, we can finish the radishes and pumpkins planted by humans in just 1 bite. As for this, that's a trout, right? Just 1 meter. This is the biggest trout I've ever seen. You won't be thinking that when you've seen one that's 2 meters long. This is hard. Stop mulling over stuff you got no clue about. Why not do something you're good at? Something I'm good at? Oh yeah, since there aren't any instructions, I can participate using a dish, right? For the dish, I'll be able to make it as big as I want. In that case, you got it in the bag. Thanks for the reminder. When I make this grand dish, make sure you come and have a taste. Giant tamagoyaki. Flour, egg. Hi, Odin. I feel like all the animals listen to you, Odin. That's because I'm Satori-sama's right-hand pet. That's incredible. What does her right hand usually do? I can converse with spirits, so Satori-sama put me in charge of the vengeful spirits under the palace. It's my most important job, really. What about carrying away corpses? That's just what you'd call a hobby. It's like cats and mice. Cats have the habit of chasing mice, and we cats have the habit of chasing spirits that pop up from the recently deceased. So the moment a spirit pops up, yep, that's why I only like fresh corpses. The already corpses are really something as a fresh or unfresh corpse. Naturally, like the ingredients in your back kitchen, the stuff that's recently butchered is what you'd call fresh. How scary, you don't harm humans in order to get fresh corpses, do you? Of course I don't. Even back when order hadn't been established against Okuu yokai went around eating humans, I never heard a fly, let alone a human. You don't hear that every day. I may have no interest in living humans, but I love chatting with corpses. When a human is killed by yokai, the conversation with their corpse wouldn't go anywhere. I wouldn't waste my time and effort like that. So that's why you're always stalking humans on the brink of death. Don't you think the suspense in a time like that is interesting? I'm not sure about that. Although, now that I think about it, when a human has just passed away, they'd be lost and confused, right? They can be the cheerful and talkative Odie. Maybe it'll mitigate some of their fears about death. You really think that? Color me surprised. I have such a good time chatting with corpses, yet those living humans don't understand at all. They even think I'm purposely rubbing salt into their wounds. They're still alive after all. They won't understand what comes after death. Whatever, I'm not interested in what living humans think. You're only interested in corpses? No, I'm also interested in your cooking as well now. You've been in the underworld for some time. Have you uncovered what Satori-sama likes to eat? I guess I have a few ideas. What kind of food does Satori-sama like to eat? Show me. There's no rush. I'll bring one with me the next time I come around. It's a promise. I need to make a sakura pudding. It takes no time to go home. I could have made this beforehand, but you know what? May as well use all this extra money, right? Let's make a sakura pudding. Make sure you guys work. I have over 1,000 of some of the ingredients. Buy all my stuff. Satori-sama often ate pudding in the past, but I'll never understand what's so tasty about it. Different people like different things. Since you're already giving Satori-sama special attention, can you make some of the food I like as well? What would you like to eat? Look here. I saw this flyer at a funeral the other day. Isn't salmon tempura just mouth-watering? I was too busy stealing the corpse, so I didn't have time to get a bite. It'd be nice if I could make it, if you can make it for me. I don't know what to say about that, but it does look pretty delicious. It wouldn't hurt to try making it. Awesome, I'll be waiting for your scrumptious creation. No, I want salmon tempura. Get some froggy coins. Let's see, who else do I invite? Get all my materials. Alright, Scarlet Devil Mansion. I have to go back to Yokai Mountain to talk to Nitori. Now we're going for western shit. Nothing for the pot. Nothing for the grill. Lots for the frying pan. Cheap ones for the steamer. I guess Italian risotto is good too. And the cubic ice cream. Probably won't put this up for sale. If I put this up, nobody will buy it, right? Save some of my pork. And classic steak takes a long time to make. Risotto and scones. There. Popular stuff. And some meat. Pajamas. I have double cookware to make if I need to make a lot. Notes. But this one thing takes a long time to cook. I guess it's not that bad. Eat instantly and then leave. Oh, never mind. Suddenly fairies. Pancakes. The scones are super cheap. That person's on a budget. Give you this, it's fruity and sweet. So good. We have a Toei showing up. And a Meiling. And a Muddy-sa. You want something refreshing? I got something refreshing for you right here. I also have this for you to drink. Is this chillable? No, it's heatable. This is chillable though. Here you go, Muddy-sa. Also make your regular Japanese food. Probably a fairly slow night unless we get an Alice in here. You want Chinese. Oh, we got some pork stir-fry, right? Make it filling with 1,000 pumpkins. Now you want small. And a sweet drink. I wish I could get more of this Daiginjo. Covers sweet and fruity. Just in here working in my pajamas. Also toss out some drinks. You want chillable. You can just use up those. Get some Japanese food for Muddy-sa. And screw you. Here you go, Muddy-sa. Keep buying expensive booze. Give Mailing some meat. You want a fruity drink. Don't have to worry about your guys' budget anymore. We're sticking around. Just want you to go and free up seats. This is chillable. You can have this, Muddy-sa. Start giving Mailing coffee because it's more expensive. Juno likes this, right? Make it strange. Steak. Oh, there's a Nutami as well. Alright, Nutami to hang around for a while. Should have put an extra frying pan. What are you looking for? You don't want to eat anything ugly. Give Muddy-sa the usual. Keep asking for chillable. I can keep giving you these. Coffee for Mailing. Get random items. There's an Alice. So that means overtime. Give Mailing some tea. Suddenly requests. And Nutami always likes these. Make room. I cleaned up the line quickly. Cook off, cook off. Suddenly people are drinking lots of sparrow sake. And there's a random Parsi. So what happens when I invite the everybody. And this for Patchy. Here you go, Patchy. What does Narumi want? Literally add this. Suddenly pancakes. It's tips time. This is pretty chillable, right? Give you more of this tea. Finally, somebody orders a meat stick. Tips. Parsi wants something sour. Doesn't she like these? You just add lemon for sour. Because it gives meat and fresh. We're running out of time. I'll give you milk. This has cocktail soda. Now you want a salty. Keep giving you milk. This is pretty neat. Looks like Parsi appreciates that. Because her drink's easy to make. You can easily get 2 tags on her drink. Ice cream and tips. You also want Japanese style. Vintage will give you some Cassia wine. I know all your tags are covered by this. For patchouli. So you do 3 tags of food and then we can do 1 tag of drink and that always gets pink. Additional 50% tips. That's a lot. There's your modern drink. There's your no alcohol. Kachi wants liquor, which is ordinary fitness tea. And you want your mid-alcohol. Keep increasing the time on my tips. How long are you guys gonna stick around? That long. I'm running out of time on my hyper mode. Giving milk to Parsi. Premium. Like I said, she just needs this and she's good to go. Soda. I just have her move along. Does it have soda in it? Yes. Drink me! All they're doing is sharing their budget. Eating, eating, no instant eating. Alright, here come the problems. Tips. How long am I tip buff? 297 seconds. Match the pictures, match the pictures. You need like all your bloody remis. There's infinite patience, so we can take our time. Everyone's ordering their steaks, their Wagyu steaks. I'll toss you guys your drinks too. Everyone wants that ice cream. And cakes. And scones. Alright, Alice, how much overtime are you going to sit me through? Wait for 18 seconds left. That covers all her tags. Please stick around for longer. I need to get your love points up. Like, what are we at? Oh, okay, she's done. That's good. So we won't have to work much overtime anymore. And people actually ordering meatballs. It's like a random couple hundred every few seconds. Random meat stick. Godfathers. And Namunez. Yeah, I don't think anybody ordered the expensive booze. People aren't going to use their budget on that. Drink orders. Starting to go through a lot of sparrow sake. Should go through a lot of everything when I do these types of shenanigans. 19, 18. Alright, you can have this. Alright, you can go now. Never mind, you're gonna stay. Alright, we're gonna see any meatballs? Nope. Hypermode and then toss drinks while we wait. I also went through quite a few fairy dues too, didn't I? Anyways, people buying lots of expensive booze. Stuff that's worth 100. Almost. Well, these ones are worth 100. Tips. Tossing whole cakes out. Everybody wants the cake. People are tangoing hard. Go through all my materials. And then we wait again. And again. A good way to use up all my materials. Really no cutting board stuff. Get my hyper mode back. You want expensive booze. Something concerns me when I'm falling below 100 crafts of them. And it's just probably using all my tofu. I'll start bringing Okuu in so I can get, what is it? It's like pot and steamer or Instacraft. Scones and tea, scones and tea. Alright, then we wait down the timer a bit more. No more tip buff. And here we go again. Alright, Alice is done. Finally. That's what I need, 50,000 yen in one night. Not bad for still doing the story mode. Everyone wants the Western stuff. Does that include beverages? I think it's just foods. And the ice cream is 75. Pancakes, pancakes, pancakes. Need more fry pan space. Random meat stick. It's a lot less Western. They're running down. Slowing down the night. Casual 53,000. Hey, I think I made the 15,000. Hey, it's that date again. You didn't forget about your old pal after opening up a new branch, did you? How can I possibly forget? I got the full amount. Work harder, would you? The burden on you right now sure is heavy. Huh? Finally, we're debt-free once more. I feel so relaxed now that we're debt-free. Misty! Hey, you're dozing off. What are you thinking about? Maybe it's because I was too excited after paying back the debt. Both my body and mind are completely empty. Do you think you could really be the savior against Okuu? Where'd you get that idea? How am I going to save the world if even Mr. Nemu can't resolve it? Maybe you can satisfy that rule in the other world with your food? Wasn't that why they wanted you to learn different styles of cuisine? But why are you their candidate? Instead of having you learn from Misaki, why not just simply pick her instead? I don't know, not even Mr. Nemu knows. At first I was just a small fry yokai who enjoyed singing and grilling lamprey. I don't even know how I got here. It's not like I'm complaining or anything. Looking back, it seems like debt is one of those things that kept pushing us until now. And while the way you put it seems super scary. I'm just kidding. You're always scared even though you walk back in the dark every night? Ha ha ha. I'm not scared at all. You're scared. You want to go? You asked for this. Watch out. Here it comes. Tickle attack. Please spare me. Just get married already. How ear splitting. You're going to wake up the dead at this rate. Eh? Excuse us. You're always so noisy, but in the end you couldn't even cause a minor commotion. You're still thinking about that. What, have you forgotten? Did I forget about something? Weren't you going to challenge this one of ours? Do I have to say this? Please use the word maid nice and properly. I vaguely remember something like that. I forgot. Spiral eyes. What a dummy. Whatever, the competition commences now. What? The rules are simple. I'll try a dish from each of you. The better dish wins. Don't lose, Sakuya. I won't let you down, mistress. I will follow every command from the mistress. I won't go easy on you. If you're not ready yet, then we'll let Sakuya go first. I'll burn your kitchen then, proprietress. So fasting Misaki used her ability and manipulated time. Does that mean it's possible for her to go slaughter a cow and get the freshest steak? It's only natural for the mistress to have the freshest food. Indeed, now we'll see if you are as good as you promised. Sakuya's steak is perfect, as expected and as usual. It was my honor, mistress. Ingredients for this evening, there's simply no imperfections at all. You're next, please don't keep the mistress waiting. Can you do it? There's no going back at this point. How about starting with some appetizers? She wants sweet. Sweet, Western, premium. Make this for her. She likes high alcohol. What are the sweet and high alcohol? You can just use fruity highball. It's got sweet, fruity, and Western. Alright, Remy, here you go. Then how about something like this? Eat meat raw! How about we have this with an extra egg added? Western drink. Give her like 7 tags. That one already knows my preference inside out. Premium cuisine. This looks pretty premium. And a vintage drink. Oni killer, high alcohol. And she can afford it, her budget's massive. Yeah, her budget is usually in the 5,000 range. Well, it's about time for the climax. Show me everything you've got. Do I have to make her steak? Making you tasty steak. Appreciates it. In terms of perfection, you don't stand a chance against this one of mine. I knew it. However, your unrestrained style of stuffing in anything and everything that fits. Compared to perfection, this chaotic style of cooking brings greater surprise and satisfaction. So that's why Sakuya took special care of you. I must acknowledge your talents. Then, although you did well compared to Sakuya, you still have catching up to do. Does that mean I lost in the end? This isn't fair. You're the master of that human. Of course you're biased. Mistress is not finished yet. If you disrespect the mistress one more time, then you only have yourself to blame. Oh, sorry, Kyoko didn't mean it. She was just worried about me. Vile country yokai. Although the little sparrow isn't better than Sakuya, she's not far behind either. Arguably both have one on being perfect and on being creative, respectively. Does that mean it's a draw? Since we are the dealer, a draw counts as a loss for us. Mistress, may I remind you that in most cases, a draw counts as a win for the dealer? This is against Okuu. Common sense doesn't apply here. That means, awesome, our Izakaya isn't going down. Well then, it's only fair for the losing party to face the consequence. Sakuya must receive punishment. We don't need to enter your command. Stay here and work for the little sparrow. Yes, mistress. What? Now then, it's almost time for my beauty sleep. Takure Miko wanted me to deliver this to you. She also instructed me to tell you, stop paying money just because somebody is asking, dummy. Miss Reimu, well then I shall head back and prepare Mrs. bedtime tea. Call me whenever you need help when you open your izakaya. Alright, best drink partner ever. Alright, total guests. It's like paid a debt, spent all this money teleporting, purchased all this shit, still get 24,000. Chief Maid's consignment. The progress of the Night Server Izakaya has beaten the Devil's Servant and won. Congratulations, Nora. Might we add that if it were not for our continuous reporting of the case, a puny Night Sparrow might have been erased by the vampire. However, it's needless praise, as I have been used to concealing my work and name. A banquet held at the Scarlet Devil Mansion was highly praised, and that's why Western foods are so popular. Alright, so is there anything special going on? No? Just a regular day? Alright, so let's head up here to see what Nitori's got going on. Spin, 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 spin. Man, we came at the right time. Hello! May I ask, are you the owner of the Night Sparrow Izakaya? Just call Mystia, and you are? My name is Kageyama Hina. I'm a pestilence god who collects misfortune from humans and hands them to other gods. You're a god? It's only a title. In reality, you and I are not so different. We're both yokai. You don't look like a god or yokai. You actually look like a doll. Like a Hina doll, right? Isn't that cute? Just get married already. It's actually pretty rare seeing a fancy and cute yokai. You're way too shy. You're getting embarrassed just because someone praised you? How will you ever overcome that? You're right, what were you talking about? She's frequently rejected by both humans and yokai, so she's not used to other people's company. Rejected by both humans and yokai? Do you know what Hina dolls are for? Their purpose is to take away misfortune, including disasters and illnesses. She does the same thing. Shouldn't she be very popular then? Hina take away people's misfortune and will keep them with her, all in order to prevent the misfortune from returning back to humans. So for most others, she is surrounded by misfortune. Everyone is afraid of going near her because they could become misfortunate. That does sound reasonable. But if you don't want to be rejected by others, then don't go around and collect people's misfortunes. But I have to. Only I can chain those misfortunes that with me to give humans a peaceful life. Can't talk her out of it. That's why I've been trying to create something that can store and suppress her misfortune. That way she won't be dangerous to others anymore. That sounds great. Is such a thing even possible? Of course you're looking at the smartest Kappa engineer after all. See her wristband? That's the prototype that can restore and suppress misfortune. Don't touch it! Whoa, you scared me. I'm just looking at it. Don't be too stingy. You misunderstand easily. She's not stingy. She's worried that you would become misfortune if you touched it. But did you say it can contain misfortune? That's right. Thanks. Simply walking near me won't make one misfortunate. However, right now I'm still not used to it. The wristband occasionally leaks a little misfortune from time to time. I see. Don't worry. As long as you keep trying, you'll definitely control the misfortune eventually. You're absolutely right. That's why we need you. If Hina wants to get better at containing misfortune, then she needs to train near humans. She's no longer surrounded by misfortune now, so I want her to train in your izakaya. My izakaya? But if her misfortune accidentally leaked, that's highly unlikely. Even if it did, it'll only be a little. It won't be anything major. I know this must be a tough decision for you. I don't want to force you either. If it's just that Nitori finally finished making her prototype for me, even though she denies that I know she spent many years researching and creating this wristband for me. I don't want to put her efforts to waste. What are you even talking about? I just don't want to see you constantly gathering abandoned Hina dolls flowing down the river day in and day out. I don't need you to pay me if you allow me to train at your izakaya. Oh, and I will do whatever I can to control the misfortune. You two are really close. I can never say no to such sincere friendships. Do you mean? I told you that she would say yes. That's great. Now you can finally get an opportunity to redeem yourself in front of others. Thank you, and thank you too, Mystia. You're welcome. Try your best to contain the misfortune. I look forward to working with you. Absolutely. I'll do my best to contain the misfortune. So she, when she cooks, she has a chance of just, like, nuking it. But she also costs nothing. To get her, you have to reach rank 5 on everybody there. Also reaching rank 5 on you. Miss Alice, your sister is a really fast walker. Sister? You mean Yumeko? I mean the girl in maid attire, so her name is Yumeko. I wanted to say hello, but she just disappeared as soon as I blinked. She must likely return to Makai. Oh, Makai? Have I never mentioned this before, that she was a resident of Makai? No, you told me that she was part of your family. That's technically true, but weren't you a human before you became a magician? What does that have to do with Makai? That's a long story. I'm all ears. I was already Makai in my earliest memory. Unfortunately, I don't remember how I ended up there in the first place. Master Shinki created everything in Makai, including Yumeko and the other residents of Makai. Therefore, for me, they're all part of my family. Then what made you come to Gensokyo alone? For a long time, I thought that I was created by Master Shinki just like her other creations, but slowly I noticed that I was different. My hair grew longer and I grew taller. All while others remained unchanged. In Makai, time only progressed for me. You were a human after all. I did not know I was a human until then, and ever since I knew that fact, I wanted to visit the world above and to see what it was like. Are they worried about you? Your friends in Makai. Yumeko and others objected vehemently. However, Master Shinki told me, go explore, go find the meaning of the passage of time and do what you want to do. Your master is really kind and supportive. After all, I spent quite a while above ground. Unfortunately, I never found what I truly wanted to do. Nor did I find out found out why my time was progressing in Makai. Not until one day I walked past a small hut where a woman was sitting in front of a window. She was sewing an almost complete doll. It's not uncommon for humans to sew dolls or clothes. What's special about her? My eyes were instantly glued to that doll. That woman, when she finally finished sewing the doll, touched her belly and whispered, "See, you have another friend because before you even came to this world, you won't be lonely even for a moment. We can't wait to see you, hug you, kiss you, and love you." So she was a pregnant human mother. I see the smile on her face just by hearing her words. That moment struck me. I don't even know what I was thinking or doing back then. When I finally regained my senses, that woman had already disappeared. All that was left was that doll by the window. I couldn't feel the emotion embedded in that doll, yet the doll was just laying there completely silent. What else did you expect? I felt empty. When Master Shinki created Yumiko and the others, he must have devoted a lot of emotion to them. That's why they have a free and complex spirit. Investing so much energy and emotion into something that isn't even conscious. Don't you feel regretful? It's a hard question, isn't it? At that moment, I finally found what I wanted to do. I want to create a self-conscious doll, and I'm willing to devote my entire life to it. I absolutely understand that feeling. Really, 100%, that's the very definition of a dream. While mine is exactly the same as yours, I'm still doing whatever I can to achieve it. Really, after our little chit-chat, I do feel a lot more confident. Looking back, you've helped me numerous times. Is there anything I can do to help? Yes, gather. Thank you very much for asking, but you're always really busy. I'm doing pretty much everything with my dolls, so I'm not actually as busy as you think. Don't you frequently gather ingredients in the forest? I'm a collector myself, so if you want, I can collect ingredients for you with my dolls. Really? That'll be super helpful. Alright, if you don't mind, please accept this. Concert ticket? That's right, this is my dream. I hope this can continue to encourage and motivate you. Thanks, I look forward to the excitement. The super concert. We invite everybody. Alright, I don't need to do overtime with you anymore. You also collect the due for me. Alright, consignment. Get my extra boost. Please don't request me. Dang it. 9 more Fire Rat's robe. Oh, I forgot to get love points with these guys. Oh yeah, there's also you. Why are you here, Miss Mamizo? I'm collecting information regarding Myoden Temple and the Divine Spirit Mausoleum as main participants of the festival. Something wrong? I'm a bit lost. Why do you want Yokai Trail to win so much? I thought I made it clear the status of Beast Yokai has been declining, so even with status declining, the only ones who will be affected are small-time yokai like me. For an ancient yokai who's lived thousands of years, you wouldn't need to worry about this at all, do you? I understand. I underestimated you a bit. I don't want to get roped into some incident again. Tell me the true reason. It's not as complicated as you think. Alright, since I'm asking for your help, I ought to show some sincerity. I want Yokai Trail to win for 3 reasons. Gensokyo's native faith is Shintoism. It holds irreplaceable significance within the hearts of many humans and yokai. However, there's been a rise in the power of outside religions. If this continues, I'm afraid maintaining the balance of Gensokyo will be very difficult. This would be bad for yokai kind as a whole, especially if another power would accumulate enough faith to control the entirety of humankind. We can't let Gensokyo fall into the hands of any faction. Yes, to control the villages to control Gensokyo, this is something of a common sense between yokai. I never imagined it to be this serious. The second reason is because my own tanukis have always lived in Yokai Trail and have a rather long history at the place. If I can use the opportunity for them to become active, their powers will surely increase and be a net positive for the tanukis. You just said we can't have any faction getting too powerful, yet here you are increasing your own power. I'm just looking out for the little ones. Most beast yokai are simply disorderly mobs. I'm sure you'd agree, yes? Well, as for the third reason, it's nothing more than personal. Maybe you don't know, but I'm not indigenous to Gensokyo. I traveled here from the outside world invited by a friend, and this friend of mine just so happens to be a disciple of Myoden Temple. From Myoden Temple? She's a bum one, but also a bit unscrupulous. Not that there's anything wrong with being underhanded. Just that things never go her way and she keeps getting farther and farther away from her goal in spite of her best efforts. Using this chance to knock her down a peg and teach her a lesson ain't sound too bad either. Your best friend or her worst enemy? Oh, I've told you everything. Now you know me like your favorite book. But I can't read though. Did you put your mind to ease? Now you need to make connections with disciples from both sides. Remember, know your recipe and know your shelf. It's know your recipe and know yourself. Got it. So just Tanuki espionage reach rank 5. I knew it. Hi, Captain. Bye, Captain. Boo. Just running around in my pajamas. Love points. Don't know what that rocking horse is for. Love points. Love points. Just go the distance. Wait, did I even need to come here? Hello, Parsi. Are you always on this bridge? I'm a Hashihime after all. Do you mean the yokai that was driven to jealousy because of love? There are many Hashihime in this world. Don't make assumptions just because you heard some legend. Sorry, speaking of which, there sure are a lot of legends about Hashihime. They're all a bunch of boring folk tales. Nonsense like, love caused our jealousy, or we're eternally waiting for our lovers. These stories do feel really human. You're someone who's a yokai and you've got a human's personality. Jealousy, what kind of feeling is it? You've never experienced jealousy before? That really makes me jealous. I kind of want to experience it, actually. I suppose it's a feeling where your heart feels sour and spicy. Sounds spicy, don't you run an Izakaya? Just stuff a few ingredients into your mouth. Speaking of which, I don't think my shop has anything that tastes sour. You're kidding, right? Well, there, see a lemon tree? No way, there's a solitary lemon tree growing in a place without any sun. That's because I used my special powers to grow that tree. Why'd you do that? Obviously I can leave a sour taste in everyone's mouth. Lemons are extremely sour. You can use them if your izakaya needs more seasonings. Really? Wait, no, if you're seeing your face full of happiness makes me really jealous. How about we do an exchange? I'll bring some fruits from the surface. You're still acting so generous towards someone who went back to on her promise. That also makes me jealous. Although I do want to give the surface fruits a try. Instead, I'll prepare the fruits immediately. Well, there's Grace, but I gotta make 2 dishes with peaches. Use my much money to get around. Peach tapioca. I'll also buy my stuff. When I plant tofu, it's probably my honey supply's running low. My pork's gonna start running low. I sold so much ramune. Yes, my honey that's running low. So I'm gonna get a pretty good stock of ginkgo nuts. Buy honey from you. Work slaves. One of those just-in-case things. Not one of those just-in-case things. Just get coins. Hello, it's deliciously sweet, right? Having such a wide selection of fruits, I'm so jealous of the surface. Although, even if they grew in the underworld, no one would want to eat them. Why? The sweetness is reminiscent of the weak. The world won't like it with its habit of pursuing thrills. So that's the reason. If you want the underworld yokai to fall in love with fruits, you'll have to adapt them to the underworld. Please teach me how. Didn't we discuss seasoning before? Simply try seasoning them to alter the fruit's sweetness? What kind of seasoning would be the best? I actually like eating sour foods, so can I just eat lemons? Seasoning? What kind of I don't know. Salty? Taste of tears. Good choice. Do I really have to make the fruit salty? It sounds so strange. Blissful fruits garnished with mournful tears? How that sounds gloomy. You might even get a placement in the bizarre cooking competition. I'm so unbelievably jealous. I'll give it a shot, I guess. Gloomy fruit pie. And gloomy fruit pie is sour, so I can make 5 of them. And finally turn this in. Cats really aren't built for handling sour foods. Then as per agreement, I'll renovate your izakaya for you. This shop is pretty big. Make sure you try your hardest. Alright, there's Narumi things to do too. Miss Narumi, did some kids scribble on your straw hat? What made you think that? If they didn't scribble on your hat, then why is there graffiti on it? It's not graffiti. Look, for example, these 4 sentences present a puzzle. Solving it means you have achieved enlightenment. Enlightenment, the root of 6 paths of life, is about confusion generates action, action follows suffering. That means the root of all suffering is from confusion. If you are confused, then you are just like everyone else. If you are enlightened, then you will be considered as a Buddha. Therefore, everything in Buddhism is all about trying to achieve enlightenment. I kind of get it, I guess. So what did it say? Let's use this as one of the examples. Bewilderment is akin to being lost in the city of 3 realms. Enlightenment is as if there is emptiness in 10 directions. Originally, there was no east or west, so where did north, south, and north exist? What? If you're confused by this puzzle, then you'll be trapped in the 3 boundaries and 6 paths of life. For those who know, everything else will be meaningless. If there's nothing else, then there won't be me. If I don't exist, then of course east, west, or south, and north becomes meaningless as well. I don't understand a word you say. Why are you writing those weird things on your straw hat? That is known as a pilgrimage conical hat. Pilgrimage just refers to the passage that monks must walk through. It symbolizes a monk's training. We wrote these words on our hats so that we would never forget the Buddhist mindset when we were on a pilgrimage. Oh, see these 2 sentences? They mean, no thank you, I'm not very interested. Well, give up already. I almost thought it's possible that some yokai might be interested in Buddhism. There are, eh? There's a yokai temple outside of the human village. From the head priestess to monks, everyone is a yokai. One of my best friends is training there too. Such a temple exists. Do yokai want to be Buddhas as well? If you want to be a Buddha, then you have to surrender all desires. But wouldn't all yokai disappear if they gave up all desires? Instead of calling it a yokai temple, wouldn't it be more appropriate to call it a cult? A suicidal cult? Indeed, I don't think any yokai actually managed to become a Buddha. I knew it. This is some sort of a new scam, right? They're definitely trying to lure humans in and eat them. I didn't know yokai were this smart already. Nope. I may understand why yokai want to become... I may not understand why yokai want to become Buddhas either. But I promise you that's not a fake temple that's trying to eat humans. You can see for yourself. I refuse. My motto is curiosity kills the cat. Instead of jumping through the hoops, I would much rather kill my curiosity. What kind of motto is that? You're always here. Don't you ever want to go out and explore? I do occasionally go to the human village. I didn't know that. Well, I mean, the human village is pretty interesting after all. I know a lot of yokai who likes to disguise themselves and visit the village. What are you talking about? If I'm running low on everyday supplies, don't I need to buy more from the village? That's not at all what I meant. Buddhas have to travel to enlighten others. Since I don't need to do that, why should I ever leave the forest? I'm not saying that you have to leave the forest. I just thought that the more you see, the more likely you'll be able to find a hobby. Don't you have something like that? Of course I have hobbies. However, if I have to leave the forest, then I'll happily give up my hobbies. You're stubborn one, aren't you? Fine. Looks like I'll have to use my trump card. Are you going to conquer me with some dishes that are out of this world? How did you know? Everybody knows your trump card is food. Not only that, I'm pretty sure you're the only person in the world who can come up with such an idea. So, what are you making this time? Just wait, by the time I'm done, you'll dream about eating all kinds of exotic dishes worldwide. But then you definitely won't be a need anymore. Why are you getting hot blood all of a sudden? Oh well, I'm not complaining. Sure, give it a try. What stuff cuisine should I make? Making decisions is hard. How about this? I'll go cook some exotic dishes and let you be the judge. I have just enough time to give them to her. Let's see, we need Western and Chinese. So which style do you prefer? I think I like the Eastern cuisine a little more. Alright then, in that case, I'll just create the best Eastern cuisine there is. I'll have to admit defeat in no time. Who are we trying to defeat? Fine, I look forward to it. Buddha jumps over the wall. Alright, let's get ingredients from slaves. Lots of ingredients. Where do I open today? Shall I open here finally? I have you guys to feed. I'm also gonna switch you to this, to a barmaid. Even though it costs me a bit more. My pork stock is running low. There's so much meat steak going on. I can still make scones all day. Everything uses honey. Special coffee things. Oh, this stuff here. I think it feeds some people their special recipes that they wanted. Finally. Watch when the drink order arrives. Cheats. I need a special guest to show up here so I can feed them their special recipes. Time to dig in. Alright, random Patchy appears. More salmon steaks and bamboo shoots. Hi Patchy. You're just gonna go with this. Do I have any expensive soda for you? Guess you're just going with that tea. Salmon steaks, salmon steaks. Odin appears. What did Odin want? Salmon tempura. Salmon butter egg flour. More expensive drink for Patchy. A random Mystias shows up. Let's see, she likes aquatic. She's asking for sea delicacy, but I don't know how I can add that. There's sea delicacy. You can add puffer fish. She does like fresh as well. Alright, here you go, Odin. And here you go, Patchy. Get some of that cock. I'm gonna go through a bunch of salmon steaks, aren't I? Keep giving money to these. And literally just add puffer fish to anything for Odin. And made an extra for Odin by accident, and then she doesn't request those tags. I don't really have anything aura bursting. I just need to eat you to you. Can I add good with alcohol? Yep. Let's make it a large portion. I don't need your spell card again, we'll just give you this. We get orange with you at least. Oh no, did I have sweet on there somehow? Oh, Yuugi wanted something specific. She wanted a giant tamagoyaki, right? Add some meat to it. All people are lining up. Let's get people moving on. Oops, not that. That's Yuugi's. Alright, bye Yuugi. Bye Odin. Suddenly music. Satori wants dreamy. Honey peach. Make it dreamy. Here, have some lemonade. And what did Utsuho want? Cheese omelet. Egg and cheese. Wants greasy. That's pretty greasy. Make it spicy. I mean, she would like this. There's your cheese omelet. Oh, shit's gonna cook faster. Home cooked. Meat. Alright, she likes the power soup as well. You make it very greasy. Instacraft. Giving lemonade to children. Here you go, Satori. Instantly finished. Thanks, Utsuho. Get more people going. Just keep getting Mari some more of these. Oh wait, she wants hot, right? Super hot. And you just throw this on. It's fungus hot. Make it greasy. We'll give Okuu more of this, the Instacraft. A small portion. That's a pretty small portion. Giving lemonade to children. Giving not lemonade to children. How much time do I have for that? 246 seconds. I want some more grease. Instacraft. Thanks, Okuu. It's too bad Satori doesn't need, like, actual love points. Suddenly, Satori spell cards. You just keep on piling on more time for Oku's buff. Just Instacraft your things. Instacraft the everything. That's the end of the night. Slower night. Also, thanks for the booze. Thanks for the money there, Marisa. Instant scones. Instant meatballs. My profit. Then I also did spend a lot of money on tasks. Hi, dream in the night, red in the night. Morning, humans in the dark will be crucified. Good morning. You're in a good mood today, aren't you, Misty? It's just I'm just at peace without any debt and more helpers at night. What more could you ask for? Those words like borrowing a bit of peace from life, right? You sure are more mature now. Hey. Suffering is living, happiness and death. You cannot let down your guard just because the battle is over. Always be on the lookout for any potential danger even during peaceful times. That way you'll truly become invincible. But I've worked so hard, so it should be fine if I slack off once in a while. Work so hard. I say, let me personally check your progress, eh? What are you doing? Kyoko, don't worry. She won't hurt me. And not much time, so let's begin. Ooh-wah-wah! Here we go again. I'm here again. Now you think you've made progress. It's time for me to check your result. Come here, I'll prove it to you this time. This time I'll up the ante. Apart from the ordinary customers, rare ones will show up as well. There'll be 3 waves of customers just like last time, but they will be from mixed locations. Furthermore, you will have to use your own ingredients and drinks. We're an illusion, so no matter how many ingredients you use, they will return after the trial. But they may not be true next time. Apart from the usual revenue goal, I will also require you to receive a certain number of reward spell cards. That means you will need to fully satisfy the rare guests so they will willingly reward you with their spell cards. Provide them with the most exquisite service and create the best dining experience for them. First wave has arrived with guests from both the Hyokai Trail and Human Village. Your target goal is to make 3,000 yen and to receive 3 reward spell cards. Good luck. Okay. We're gonna always give a variety. Alright, you almost do your test again. Too bad I can't have Soko here just throwing drinks out. There is a Chen. Can I start working on this thing's time? Meat skewered on a stick. Oh, it was only orange. A cussing appears. Good with alcohol, cultural miso tofu. I know Kana likes this. Suddenly special guests. Forgot I have to deliver all your drinks to you guys too. Already got enough of my spell cards. Got plenty of spell cards. Attract more people. And people ordering lots of meat sticks. I don't think it matters if you fail this one or not. I need these guys to hurry up and finish eating so that they can actually pay me. Almost done. They keep on reordering. Maybe I shouldn't have used this cookware. I was expected to hurry. Let's move on to the next stage immediately. No problem. Second wave will consist of humans from the Hyokai Trail, Human Village, and Hakude Shrine. Target goal is to earn 4,000 yen and 5 reward spell cards. Let's go with the same setup. More Okuu. And there's a Suika as well. A Sake drink. Giving booze to children. I still have this giving me tips, so that's a big bonus. Neat drink. Give Suika some more expensive stuff. Oh, here comes the Tenshi. It's gonna make up the massive amount of my budget. It's like Tenshi could like single-handedly win this for me. I've also pretty much done the spell card part of this. The tips help a lot. Here you go, lame. Pretty close to my goal, and I'm not even like a third of the way through. Done. Looks like we passed second wave, so let's start the final one immediately. Looks like you've lived up to my expectation. Your hard work paid off. This wave has every one of the guests you've met so far. Though it might be a little difficult, I trust that you will finish it just fine. The target is 5,000 in revenue as well as obtaining 7 reward spell cards. Prove to me that you are a culinary master capable of overcoming anything. Time to roll up my sleeves and get to work. Let's try with this. Incoming Rinosuke. Rinosuke will definitely want this. Incoming Suika. Incoming Idiot. He wants a beer. Do I have some expensive beers? My food is also more expensive. Something good with alcohol. Make you tango all the time. A more expensive beer. Random daimyo's feast. My buff. My hyper mode back. Oh, Mailing's going for some pork stir fry. Make it filling. And get your spell card. Kana has showed up too. Get some shochu in your life. Some people I know you can order more. So you can want some small portion. Well, money-wise I'm doing okay. How am I doing for spell cards? Just about done. That's enough for the spell cards. People don't like the booze I have up for sale. She wants some sake. I'm at halftime and I'm like 80% done. Give, what is it, Kana some culture. Give you some culture. All I'm doing is just winning through tips here. Come on, guys, finish eating so you can give me all the monies. There we go. You barely... I mean, I kind of had a lot of time left. I think this test has demonstrated proof to you that there is no time for slacking. Not even 1 second. I understand, I'll keep on training. Your food is fine, however, you still lack a fighting spirit. Next addition to further refining your culinary skills, you also need to develop your fighting spirit. Time is not our friend. We are all doing our best trying to set our destiny on a different track. If this disaster cannot be avoided, then you will be our last hope. I'm back. I still don't get the full picture, but it must be something very important. Miss Amy must have been very serious when she entrusted this matter to me. I can't let her down. How about for my fighting spirit? What exactly should I do? Get all your slaves to work for you is what you should do. Alright, we fed you. I'm here to get feedback for the salmon tempura. I expect my regrets are all cleared up. I never understood why people serve food and drinks at funerals. Isn't this supposed to be a sad occasion? You can have someone come from far away and just send them back after paying their last respects, right? Maybe there's a sense of completeness. Human ceremonies sure are hard to understand. What are you and the corpse talking about? Oh, it's Yunya. This corpse is fresh, so please don't use fresh to describe corpses. Okay, anyways, the spirit was loitering around the corpse, not realizing it had already died. A spirit like that is the most interesting. He was even making plans for tomorrow just now. How could someone be so silly that they don't even know they're dead? That's really funny. It usually happens when the cause of death is a sudden accident. Oh, that's not funny at all. How do you usually carry away corpses? That's the actual skill you need to learn. I don't even use spiritual powers, but my success rate is through the roof. How do you do that? For example, pick up corpses that just so happen to have fallen to the ground, snatching it away the moment people aren't looking. Roll a stolen corpse in a straw mat and hide it in my cat cart. Stuff like that. That sounds really haphazard. Thank you for the last time. I haven't tasted one in a long time. You look a lot less tired. You're welcome. I never thought Miss Satori would prefer something sweet. It's uncommon to have a sweet tooth. It's common on the surface, but it seems like the underworld generally doesn't like sweet foods. There are many kinds of yokai in the underworld as well. Desserts can soothe my mind. I like them very much. Then I'll make some more smooth, soothing desserts in the future. Do you always stay in your room without going out to relax? If I had the spare energy for that, it would be better spent on reading books. What kind of relaxation is that? I like to read books and I like to write books. Especially books that contain rich introspection. Those are the ones that excite mind readers the most. I see if I knew how to read, I'd love to read Miss Satori's books. You may just find a story I've written among books with anonymous authors. Miss Satori, why do you always read someone's thoughts out loud when you read their minds? When people are lost because their thoughts are laid bare for the public to hear, I feel a sense of accomplishment. So Miss Satori is actually a devious person. They say a straight foot is not afraid of a crooked shoe. If one has nothing to hide, why should they fear my ability? So you felt guilty because you took my cheese without permission. What? Your pet said you haven't been to the cheese room in a long time. They just left there even after they fermented and the room was getting full. It's fine since I've left that room in the care of my pets. Just do as you wish. Okuu, I'm here to get feedback for the cheese omelet. How was it? Did it bring up good memories of the ones Miss Satori used to make? Cheese omelets are a great dish. I could eat 6 of them in one go. Even my cheese omelets are good. You shouldn't overeat. Everyone is but an ant when compared to the sun. I heard the surface has 2 Mikos? Yeah, there's the Hakone Miko and the Moria Miko. Why are there so many Mikos? I can't tell the difference at all. The villagers seem to call them the red Miko and the green Miko, respectively. Good idea. Which one's red and which one's green? The Hakone Miko is red, the Moria one is green. Hakone is red, Moria is green. Alright, I got it. You have a good head on your shoulders. It's the first time I've been told that. It feels amazing. Is it always this hot in the hell of blazing fires? Of course not. It gets pretty cold when it does get cold. Why does it get cold? Isn't there a big heater down there? Because it snowed. Huh? Why would there be snow underground? Isn't it normal for it to snow underground? The only downside is that there's no sun. The underworld sure is incredible. Alright, you need to come along. You need to come along. I think Yuugi will show up on her own. So I heard you lost the Grand Objects competition. I thought I was going to win for sure. The winner was a toad that could puff up infinitely. He put himself up until he was almost the size of the venue. Then he released all the air with a swoosh and flew away. It's almost unbelievable. Ain't that an interesting thing? I don't understand the Underworld's competitions even after participating. Miss Yuugi, I heard from the only that you were once one of the big 4 of the mountain. Been a long time since I heard that name. Who are the other 3 members? Heh, they ain't in the Underworld anymore. One said she was going to recover the trust between humans and Oni. Another one said she was searching for her arm. And I ain't heard news of the last one. Is that so? It'd be nice if you could see each other again. And that would be Suika and Kasen. Any interesting festivals are being held on the surface lately? Miss Amy seems to have her hands full recently. The shrine's banquets haven't been as frequent either. I don't mean a festival on the scale of banquet. How about something like that martial arts competition? Martial arts competition? You know, where a bunch of religious big shots started challenging each other. Are you talking about that time? Wait, you were there? Within the ruckus, ain't it nice that both humans and yokai can equally enjoy the show? Good thing you didn't cause trouble for the village. Occasionally visiting the surface is nice as well, though. Let's get some barriers. Froggy coins! Whoa, suddenly items. Get my love points. run around and chat with everyone, use my money to travel, all this money that I have. You want to come along and get fed too? I'll just invite you guys so you have a higher chance of showing up. Get my slaves' work done. Alright, let's head over here again. I'd like Okuu showing up. So they should let you filter in this area here. Low, mid, high alcohol, and then some no alcohol. Giant popsicles? And lemonade. Lemonade is usually popular. Alright, hopefully get a few more quests done. Want Okuu to show up, and still in pajamas. Boop, 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 boop. Patience buff. Aha, there's no Okuu. You can literally make her power soup and then just add whatever tag she's looking for. So it's okay, teleport some drinks for me. Power levels rising. Make it hot. Spicy. You should increase the vibes a bit before I start giving her stuff. Will that make her stay longer? Apache appears. Apache's getting one of these. Hey Apache, you want some of that cock? Alright, I'm also give you one of these. A Parsi shows up. And a Satori shows up. Satori wants home cooked. And some soda. Thanks, Okuu. To toss all these out right away. Scones. Scones. Strength boosting. Is this strength boosting? No. Wait, don't I have Satori buff? Is this culture? Yes. So you can literally just give her this. Also instant meatballs. Thanks, Okuu. Suddenly people showing up. Taste of tears is salty. Parsi likes neat. I guess this is pretty much a heatable drink for her. Satori wants bitter and home cooked. This is pretty home cooked. Instant scones. Oh, oops, I've got to give Parsi the one that she wanted. Please stay. Patchouli's certainly having a lot. Make it good with alcohol. Make it signature like this. That make her happy. Yes. Continue feeding you these. Alright, what did Parsi want? Gloomy fruit pie. Lemon grapes cheese. Oh, I'm getting some buffs out. Give you affogato. Forgot that Satori likes all the coffee stuff. Shit patchy, you're eating a lot. Has salty, sour, fresh. I mean, you just go with that. Because we're giving her a glass of milk. Here you go, Parsi, have that. That was only orange. Suddenly the music gets more exciting. Oh, Soul Replenishment Program activate! You want something sour? Sour meatballs. More meatballs. Thanks for insta-crafting there, Okuu. Keeping it meaty. Salty. Salty tears. How much time is left? You want meat. Make it salty. And keep the people moving. Remove the queue. Bye, Parsi. Instacraft. How much time of Instacraft do I still have left? 341 seconds. What does idiot want? Sweet drink. This is pretty sweet. Man, Oku's buff is so good. Item delivery system. The fuck do you want now? Legendary. Have one of these. Another one of these sweet drinks. Oh, is Izakaya falling behind? Time is running out. An Odin appears. Still instacrafts. Boop, 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 boop. I hope nobody else comes in. And a fruity drink, one of these again. It's pretty fruity and sweet. I can give her lemonade as well. She didn't actually request anything specific, did she? You can start developing love points with her. Give her more aquatic stuff. No alcohol. Coffee's pretty expensive. And you want some sake? Douche. No. Alright, feeding that pussy. Still 254 seconds of that. At least you have cheap taste. That way I can feed you a lot. Ha. Was it that bad? Even if they were ghosts, they're still my guests. If I can't make them happy, I'll still feel a little frustrated. And that's the right mindset. You also want to have a fighting spirit to to really satisfy those bottomless ghosts, right? Those ghosts are all fake, right? So how can they really be satisfied? You might not believe it, but in this world, voracious ghosts do exist. After passing Youmu's trials, you should know by now that it's impossible to meet such a ghost's demands with your current mindset. If you really do face her one day, are you fine with just giving up and doing nothing? That is indeed a little... That's right, the so-called fighting spirit. You cannot acquire it without it transcending the essence of time and willing suspension of disbelief. You have to lose yourself to cultivate a fighting spirit that even the ghosts can acknowledge. But same with, so what should we do? Forget it. Beating around the bush is not really my style. I'll just get to the point. There's a group of folks in the bamboo forest of the lost who live beyond time. If you open a branch there, you can definitely take your fighting spirit to the next level. So it's the bamboo forest of the lost this time. Isn't it a haunted place where you can't leave once you enter? How would we even get any customers? Just ask the master of the bamboo forest, and that shouldn't be a problem at all. The master of the bamboo forest? Is it the legendary moon princess? No, I know. What's her name again? Brain of the moon, right? Those aliens were in the headlines a while ago. It's near them. The master of the bamboo forest is a yokai rabbit, and you already know each other. Don't tell me. That's right. It's your old friend, Inawatoi. Surprise, surprise. Though we have met missing out many times, we're always her victims. Right, that rabbit, that manipulative, deceitful, slimy rabbit. I know she's a little bit odd, but I've already told her about you. You just have to find her. Will she really listen to you? If she dares to challenge my authority, then I'll beat the hell out of her again. Okay, then I'll try to talk to her. Also, you have to get operation permit tomorrow, right? You already know the drill. New recipes. Alright, only served 41 customers, but I got some quests done. Alright, so that took a long time. Okay, so next time we're off to the bamboo forest of the lost. Thanks for watching! Hey guys, if you like this video, make sure you leave a comment, like it, and share it. You can also click on the left button if you want to subscribe, make sure you turn on notifications, and click the right one to watch more Mystias Izakaya. Tasty treats!